Azerbaijan hosted first International Investment Forum showcasing economic growth and global partnerships. Azerbaijan recently hosted its first International Investment Forum focusing on enhancing East-West and North-South connectivity in a globalized economy. The event attracted over 500 participants, including government officials, business leaders, and international investors. President Ilham Aliyev highlighted the nation's stable economic growth, with the non-oil sector rising annually by an average of 6.7% from 2021 to 2024. He emphasized that Azerbaijan's energy policy plays a crucial role in fostering international economic positions. The forum underscored Azerbaijan's commitment to sustainable development and its strategic role in global energy and infrastructure networks. On September 22, President Ilham Aliyev met with Jonathan Gray, Chief Operating Officer of Blackstone in New York. Gray praised Azerbaijan's economic reforms and said the country offers attractive opportunities for international investors. He also expressed Blackstone's interest in expanding cooperation with the State Oil Fund. President Aliyev highlighted Azerbaijan's stable, transparent, and sustainable economic environment as a solid base for new partnerships. Founded in 1985, Blackstone manages over $1 trillion in assets and operates in 27 cities worldwide, including London, Hong Kong, Dubai, Singapore, and Tokyo. In line with President Ilham Aliyev's instructions, another resettlement convoy has departed to Laçın City. On September 23, 20 families totaling 86 people were relocated from Baku. As a result of the victory achieved by the Azerbaijani army, internally displaced persons can now return safely and with dignity to their native lands after 30 years. Returning residents expressed gratitude to President Aliyev and First Vice President Mehriban Aliyeva, as well as to the soldiers who liberated their lands, and prayed for the martyrs who sacrificed their lives. Azerbaijan to introduce paid paternity leave and boost women's rights, announces official at UN meeting. Azerbaijan is preparing a draft bill to introduce paid paternity leave, announced Bahar Muradova, chairperson of the State Committee for Family, Women, and Children's Affairs, at a UN high-level meeting in New York. Muradova highlighted that restrictions on women's labor have been significantly reduced, and legal frameworks on domestic violence, child marriage, and marriage age have been improved to protect women's rights and strengthen their families. She also highlighted that reforms over the past 30 years have empowered women in education, healthcare, employment, and decision-making, while modern infrastructure and digital services in liberated territories provide equal opportunities for all. Azerbaijani and Armenian foreign ministers meet in New York to discuss peace agenda. On September 22nd, Azerbaijan's Foreign Minister Ceyhun Bayramov met with his Armenian counterpart Ararat Mirzoyan in New York on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly. The ministers discussed potential next steps to advance the peace agenda, building on the outcomes of the Washington Peace Summit held earlier this year. Both sides emphasized the importance of continuing dialogue to foster progress in bilateral relations. First resettlement to Azerbaijan's Aghdam city is scheduled for November 2025. The first resettlement to Azerbaijan's Aghdam city is planned for November 2025, according to Emin Huseynov, special representative of the president for Aghdam, Fizuli, and Khojavend districts. At the initial stage, 110 families are expected to be relocated. Huseynov added that a list of families for the relocation is currently being prepared in cooperation with the State Committee for Refugees and Internally Displaced Persons. SOCAR to acquire majority stake in Italy's Italiana Petroli. Azerbaijan's state oil company SOCAR has signed an agreement to acquire 99.82% of Italiana Petroli, one of Italy's leading energy companies, from API Holding. The acquisition, expected to close in the first quarter of 2026 pending approvals, marks a major step in SOCAR's expansion into the European energy market. Italiana Petroli operates thousands of fuel stations, 2 refineries, and a wide logistics network. SOCAR plans to retain the workforce, uphold environmental sustainability, and maintain Italiana Petroli's strong market position, reinforcing energy ties between Azerbaijan and Italy while contributing to Europe's energy security. President Ilham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva attended UN General Assembly in New York. On September 23rd, President Ilham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva arrived at the United Nations headquarters in New York to participate in high-level debates during the 80th session of the UN General Assembly. They were warmly greeted by the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres upon their arrival. The visit highlights Azerbaijan's active engagement in global discussions on international cooperation, peace, and development. President Aliyev highlights strategic role of Middle Corridor at 6th Caspian Business Forum. Speaking at the 6th Caspian Business Forum, President Ilham Aliyev emphasized the strategic importance of the Middle Corridor, which connects Europe and Asia through the Caspian Sea. He highlighted that Azerbaijan's favorable geographic location at the crossroads of two continents allows the country to play a key role in regional connectivity. President Aliyev noted that the Middle Corridor, now fully operational, provides the shortest and most efficient route for cargo transport between Asia and Europe, made possible by Azerbaijan's economic potential, political stability, and security. President Aliyev met with the Finnish President Alexander Stubb in New York. On September 23rd, President Ilham Aliyev met with Alexander Stubb, President of Finland, at the UN headquarters in New York. President Stubb congratulated President Aliyev on the normalization of relations between Azerbaijan and Armenia, noting Finland's long-standing support for regional peace. The leaders also discussed bilateral cooperation, collaboration within international organizations, and Azerbaijan-EU relations. President Aliyev and First Lady attended official UN reception hosted by the U.S. President Donald Trump. On September 23rd, an official reception was held in New York on behalf of U.S. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump in connection with the 80th session of the UN General Assembly. President Ilham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva attended the event, highlighting Azerbaijan's active participation in high-level international diplomatic engagements. The reception brought together world leaders and officials to discuss global cooperation and multilateral initiatives. President Aliyev holds a series of high-level meetings in New York. On September 24th, President Ilham Aliyev met with a series of international leaders in New York. He held talks with Choksi, Senior Vice President of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, discussing avenues to strengthen economic and business cooperation. President Aliyev also met with Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, President of Portugal, and Rasim Zhiliaskov, Prime Minister of Bulgaria, focusing on bilateral relations and collaboration within international organizations. Azerbaijan and Serbia strengthened bilateral ties during Ana Brnabić's visit. During her official visit to Azerbaijan, Ana Brnabić, Speaker of the National Assembly of Serbia, met with Speaker Sahiba Gafarova, Prime Minister Ali Asadov, and other senior officials. The leaders highlighted the strong strategic partnership between Azerbaijan and Serbia, emphasizing political dialogue, parliamentary cooperation, and support for each other in international organizations. They also explored ways to enhance economic cooperation in trade, investment, energy, transport, and green initiatives, underscoring the significant potential for deepening ties across multiple sectors. First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva attended UN session on children with cancer and catastrophic diseases. On September 24th, a special session titled Global Movement to Improve Survival and Reduce Suffering for Children with Cancer and Other Catastrophic Diseases was held in New York as part of the 80th UN General Assembly. Azerbaijan's First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, accompanied by her daughters Leyla and Arzu Aliyeva, attended the session organized by Uzbekistan and the World Health Organization. The event aimed to raise global awareness about the increasing urgency of childhood cancer, affecting roughly 200,000 children annually, and included panel discussions with international leaders. New metro station planned near Port Baku to improve city transit. A new metro station is planned near the Port Baku shopping center in Baku's Nasimi district, according to Baku Metro spokesperson Bakhtiyar Mammadov. The project will include an additional transfer point to the Green Line near Khatai metro station and a new station along Babek Avenue. Officials say the new infrastructure will make travel easier for passengers and enhance overall connectivity across the city's metro network. Azerbaijan performs first robot-assisted surgery at the National Oncology Center. For the first time in Azerbaijan, a robot-assisted surgery was successfully performed at the National Oncology Center, marking a new phase in the country's healthcare system. The operation was led by the center's Director General Jamil Aliyev, with a specialized medical team completing the remaining stages, showcasing Azerbaijan's growing capabilities in advanced medical technologies. President Aliyev congratulates Turkmenistan on Independence Day while highlighting bilateral ties. President Ilham Aliyev sent a congratulatory letter to Turkmenistan's President Serdar Berdimuhamedov on the occasion of the country's Independence Day. In his message, President Aliyev emphasized the traditional friendship, good neighborly relations, and close cooperation between Azerbaijan and Turkmenistan. He expressed confidence that bilateral relations will continue to strengthen in the future, reflecting the shared ancestry and cultural values of the two brotherly nations.